Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this video is the key summary of the astrology of December 2020. And so the first point I want to make in this crucial point summary is that the debilitated position of Jupiter, who has now entered the Vedic sign of Capricorn, will vastly weaken the guru and blessing energy arriving towards us, and indeed will steadily bring in recession, as it last did when Jupiter was in this sign in 2008. Saturn is super strong in Capricorn and can manifest oppressively, but also Jupiter and Pluto are there. And the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is pitted against Saturn. So explosive revolution opposes restriction. And this has massive social implications and massive implications for developments in our individual lives. Pluto at this time involves the rise of darkness and shadow. And by the way, shadow isn't all, as it were, evil. We often bury our light and our best bits in our shadow because we were told, oh, you know, that's not you. You've got to be a little person or whatever. So it has to be said, though, that at the level of the United States, the darkness and shadow is steadily rising. I'll be mentioning that below. But the plus side is that this has already impelled many to reach further and further towards the light. Mars in December 2020 is in quite complicated, very different strengths and weaknesses, which will affect many. And obviously some people manage strong Mars badly, and other people are harmed by weak Mars. It's a mess. All of these points will be covered in the more detailed videos to go with the December 2020 newsletter. Mercury too is in a generally very debilitated state in December, and this will of course adversely affect communication issues, posts, and IT. Uranus, strong in Vedic Aries, carries the torch of freedom, especially for those with planets in Vedic Aries or opposite in Vedic Libra. The jewel in this frightening scene is that Venus is a beacon of love and light and pleasure for the first half of December 2020. A key central event is the eclipse of December the 14th, which is in the same date and degree as the 14th of December eclipse of 2001 that created the terrorist attack on the Twin Towers. And it will have a vast negative impact on the functioning of Donald Trump. Smoke and mirrors will adversely mar the consciousness and awareness of many. More about that in the full newsletter. Neptune is square the nodal axis at this time at 90 degrees to Ketu, the south node, at 90 degrees to Rahu, the north node. And so this brings a fated dimension and vastness to the issue of what is illusion and what is reality at the level of the nation, at the level of what we think we are and what we're doing in our life. So the next point in the crucial key summary is that the United States is experiencing its Pluto return now. Pluto is heading inexorably towards the exact position that Pluto occupied on the moment of independence. And the first exact hit will be April 2023. And so inevitably darkness will arise in the society of the United States to be dealt with. And this must include the darkness of the treatment of First Nation peoples at the time of colonization, and all the dark side tendencies that led to rebellions against the evils of British colonial empire and civil war in Vietnam, etc. Pluto, Saturn and Jupiter all transiting Vedic Capricorn by the end of the year, and the last time that Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto were all conjunct was actually 1145 and 1146 AD. And it's a significant thing that at the time of this energy then, the Pope of that time made his ill-fated, unfortunate call for the nations of Christendom to attack the Muslims, as indeed the Muslims were invading steadily outwards. So, December 2020 is clearly on the whole fraught and difficult. The dark is rising, but this does impel many to seek the light, to seek their light, to manifest their light, which they may not have realised was really them until now. Now, as a very special offering in these fraught times, Elizabeth Hendricks has created an online Kabbalah Tree of Life course on the Starwheel Astrology website. And I can say from personal experience, I feel it's so wonderful that as she teaches the Sephiroth of the Kabbalah, one can actually feel the different energy of the divine channeling down through one's body. You know, I got so much from her course. Book an astrology reading with me, go to my Starwheel Astrology buy page. My speciality is that I create a union of Western psychodynamic astrology and also the peerless vastness of Vedic astrology. So what I can deliver is truly extensive and visionary and healing. There's also intuitive dimensions. I always include tarot. My wife, Maggie Pashley, offers a vast range of healing modalities worldwide. So find out more about the healing that is right for you at this time on www.maggiepashley.com. And lastly, I'd say that for the planet positions in December 2020, you can see the charts and see the ephemeris in both Western and Vedic astrology on my December 2020 Starwheel Astrology website page. So that completes my initial summary. It's sobering, but what I want to say is it's a doorway to light. My personal experience is that I feel so pleased with what's happening with me and in our life, many areas of our life at this time. The darkness and the difficulty can impel us to light and breakthrough. May it be so for you. Thank you.